Now it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Equal.
Just now echo is not coming.
Yes, sir.
I hope all of you understood the in-place sorting and not in-place sorting. So these two terms, is there any doubt up to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Now stable and not stable sorting. So you can observe these two lists. So this list. So how many elements are there in this list? How many elements are there? 10 elements are there, right? Now, so tell me the duplicate elements here. How many duplicate elements are there?
Only one.
Only one. So which one?
26.
26. Now, tell me the first location of 26.
6.
6. And
7.
after- sorry, always. So whenever I will ask as a location or as a position, so you can consider an index. Sorry guys. So once again I am repeating. जरी मी लोकेशन विचारलं इंडेक्स विचारलं तरी 0 पासून सांगा इथून पुढे प्लीज टेक अ नोट so what is the index of that 26? 6 and 8,
And
right?
8.
Now after applying the sorting algorithms, right, so what we have done, so we have sorted all the elements, we have written in a sorting order. Now first, so who is coming first? 6 number. 6 number element is coming first. So we have given a preference to a 6 number element as a first in the sorted order, right? Now after that we have given a next preference to the next to 26, which is stored at 8th position, right? So 8th position to 26 la apan next preference. So here, so we have followed the same sequence, or we have not changed their sequence of the duplicate elements. So we have not changed the sequence of the duplicate elements, right? So this is called as a stable sorting. Stable sorting. Now you can see here, right? Now what is the position of 26? So here 26 I have shown in the light blue color, and here light pink. What is the position of first 26 in the unsorted order? 6, right? And what is the position of next 26? 8. Now in a sorted order, so what is the position of first 26?
4th.
Means we have given a priority to the next 26 here in a sorted order first. Means we have not followed your original sequence, right? So these so here this 6 number index 26, so we have written after this 8 number 26, right? Means here we have not followed our original sequence of the duplicate elements, right? So these kind of element is called as unstable sorting, or this kind of sorting is called as a unstable sorting. Now all of you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these few terminologies you need to consider: adaptive and non-adaptive. So this is not important. So you can read it. So you will get this. Right. Important terms again. So increasing order. So what do you mean by increasing order? Every next element is greater than the previous element is called as increasing order. I think everyone knows. Decreasing order means every next element is less than the previous element. So this is called as a decreasing order. So we are following, or we are using this. Now non-increasing order means decreasing order, right? Non-decreasing order means increasing order.
Increasing.
Right? So now these are the few terminologies you need to remember. Now we'll start with the first algorithm. So bubble sort. So we'll complete the theoretical part of the bubble sort. After that we'll start. So bubble sort. So this is the simple sorting algorithm. Now this algorithm uses the comparison between the two elements, or we are calling them as a comparison based algorithm. So in which every pair of adjacent element is compared and the elements are swapped. So if they are not in a sorted order, right? So this algorithm is not suitable for large data set, as its average and worst case complexities are big O of n square. So where n is the number of atoms, right? So why it is not suitable for the large data? Because of its average and worst case complexity is big O of n square. So that's why this algorithm is not suitable for large amount of data, right? Now, but before that, so how this bubble sort algorithm is working, so that we will see here. Now this is the list of element is given to you. This is an unsorted order list, right? So 14, 33, 27, 35, 10. Now bubble sort start with the first two elements. So we are comparing them to check which one is greater. Now first we'll start the checking the first two elements, right? Now what is our objective? So we want to sort this list in an increasing order. So we want to sort this list in an increasing order, right? Means, so greater element we are expecting at which side, left or right side? If you want to sort the element in an increasing order, means, so greater element you are expecting at left side or right side?
Right side.
Right side.
Right side. And less element?
Left side.
Left side. Right, less value element at left side and greater value element at right side, right? So here, so bubble sorting will start by comparing the first two elements. So we'll check first two element, which is the first two element here? So 14 and 33. So we'll consider first two element. Now in this case, so who is greater, 33 or 14?
33.
33, right? So is it necessary to do the changes here in the first two element in case of
No.
increasing order?
No.
No. So in this case, so value 33 is greater than the 14. So it is already in a sorted location or in a sorted order. So next we will compare with the 33 and 27. Next we'll compare 33 with the 27. So always we are comparing only two elements, right? So we have compared first and second. Now we'll compare with the second and third. Now compare the 33 and 27. So who is greater here?
33.
33. And 27 is less. So it is in the sorted order. Increasing.
No.
No, sir.
Decreasing order.
Decreasing order. So we want to sort the element in an increasing order. So what we need to do? So 27 is smaller than 33. So these two values must be swapped. Swapping means everyone knows. So what we are doing in a swapping?
Position change.
So position change. So at the place of 33, so we are storing the 27, and at the place of 27, so we are storing the 33. How the swapping is done? So by considering the third temporary element, right? So here, after swapping, so you will get the list, like you will, the array will look like this, right? So 14, 27, 33, 35 and 10. Now next compare 33 with 35. Now next third location, 33 with 35. Now check who is greater here, 35 and 33.
35.
35 is greater, right? Is it necessary to apply the swapping here?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
Now come to the next. Now compare 35 and 10. So who is greater here?
35.
35.
Is it necessary to apply the swapping here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now we'll apply the swapping. So 10 will be shifted at the previous location, at the 35 location, and 35 is at the end. Now we swap these values and we find that, so we have reached at the end of the array. Now, if you reach at the end of the array means, so you have completed the first iteration here. Now the array look like this. Now 31. Now here 35 is the greatest element of the list, and it is shifted at the right side, right? So 35 is sorted. Now here we have completed the first iteration. Here we have completed the first iteration. Now we are now going for the next iteration. Now second iteration. Now when we will go for the next iteration, so we'll compare these two. Next iteration मध्ये परत दोन compare करा. So after that next two, after that next two. So 33 will come at this location. In the third iteration, so 27. So after all the iterations, so you will get the list like this, right? So you need to apply the iterations like this. So how to apply the iteration? So by comparing the two elements, if the element is, next element is greater, then we'll keep as it is. If the next element is less, so we are swapping the element, right? So this is called as a bubble sort. Is it difficult or simple one?
Simple.
Simple one, sir.
Okay, so this is called as a bubble sort. So this is a theoretical part. So we have completed today. Now in the next session, we'll see how to implement this bubble sort by using the C programming language. And after that, we'll see the complexity and time complexity and how to write the program for the bubble sort. Right? So is there any doubt up to this? So you can ask, otherwise we'll take a pause. Any questions, any queries?